Hello friends, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about some of my health issues that I've been dealing with. As you can tell, I'm sick once again. It's been a constant battle for me throughout this whole year, and I feel like I just told my dad this, I feel like I get a little bit better. I get like 75, 85, 90% better, but there's always something that's residual where I'm not 100%, which is like the hard part with allergies. And I try to do everything that I can to make myself feel better, but I also was diagnosed with something earlier this year, so I want to just address it real quick, talk about it, and just kind of put it out there and let the people, let you guys know what it is and just have more awareness, because obviously I had no idea about it until I saw an allergist and an immunologist. I'm probably not pronouncing the immune part right, but yeah, that's what I've been doing. I'm going to talk about what I take medicine wise and whatnot and all that cool stuff. So here we go. Okay, so to begin, we're going to talk about my beginning experiences, if I could talk, and why I was led down to the path to an allergist. So I was getting sick a lot right in the start of the winter. A lot of people thought it was because of my job, because I do work with babies, and I was like, but I work with kids in the past, and I've done before and after school programs. I've worked with nannied for people as well, and I've never gotten as sick as I was. So that's what kind of gave me a red flag. And my mom has always told us to be really aware of your body and what's going on. So it's been really beneficial for me because I've paid attention to hey, I'm not feeling good. So I was getting sick a lot, and my doctor told me that I have really large tonsils, which everyone tells me, and that could be why maybe I was getting sinus infections, bronchitis, ear infections, you name it, I probably had it. Usually it's all my lungs, my head. I have the worst headaches, so it's not fun. But anyway, so I went to my ENT and I asked him, he's like, you getting sinus infections and bronchitis doesn't have anything to do with your tonsils. If anything, it could be if I was getting strep all the time, then they would be kind of nervous, but I wasn't. So he was like, you should try to see this, one of his people, he recommended this allergist to me, and honestly I'm very thankful because I've made some progress, I feel. But yeah, so I started going, and the first time I went there, they allergy tested me, and just to see what makes my body react. And then they also took my blood to see my levels of everything. I feel like I can't breathe, sorry. And yeah, so they did all of that, and I had a huge whole body rash. It wasn't that fun, but still, they had to be done. And I had to do a food challenge where I eliminated any of the foods that gave me any reaction, even if it was a 1, because there's a 1 to 4 scale, 4 being severe and 1 being very mild. So I had to eliminate all those that was gluten, certain meats, black pepper, asparagus. I did eliminate a lot of stuff that I enjoy, which is a bummer. And I did it for a week, but even just doing that for a week, I've noticed my body can't tolerate certain things. So I've tried to eliminate dairy and lactose, because I already knew lactose hurt my stomach, so I drink a lactose-free milk. So that's besides the point. But anyway, so they took my blood, and they saw the 2 levels were low, so they gave me 2 shots, which was Hib and pneumococcal, which you get when you're a small child, when you're around 3 years old. And so they wanted to see, they gave me these 2 shots. They were about a week apart. You don't have to do them a week apart, they can get them the same day, they ran out of the 1. So I got 2 shots, and then 4 to 6 weeks after that you test to see if the levels have gone up, and if they have, then that's kind of your route to go. But if it doesn't, you just gotta find something else. So I met with my doctor, and he said that I have a selective antibody deficiency, which in the immune deficiency world, they call it SAD. So people who have this, I have the sheet he gave me diagnosing me with it. So the people who have this have an inadequate response to certain types of antigens, like viruses, foreign substances, if I could talk, but not others. Even though people have normal or near normals of levels of antibodies, you still struggle. So that's how I am, and that's what I deal with. It's not fun. So I did get the pneumococcal vaccine, which helps, to prevent infections is supposed to, or it could help, could not. And then usually it happens in kids, but they grow out of it. And so yeah, that's kind of like the overall summary. The treatment for it is to get the pneumococcal vaccine, or is that what it is? Yes, pneumococcal. I couldn't remember which one it said on the sheet. So I did feel better for a period of time, and I was kind of happy because I wasn't getting sick, but I was getting like the symptoms a little bit. So what I mean by that is, like, instead of being like full-blown sick, I just have like a sore throat, or I would just be stuffy like I am today. But I think I'm dealing with something else because I feel like I have tightness and I feel like I can't like swallow or anything or breathe in. I almost feel like I'm having like a reaction to something. I don't know what, but yeah, anyway, that's besides the point. But because of that, my doctor told me that I shouldn't be getting like tattoos because I can't, my body doesn't like those kinds of things, and I shouldn't be wearing like makeup a lot as well, like finding clean products as well. That's why I use a lot of beauty counter stuff, because I already know that has like no bad chemicals in it. It's pretty natural. So that's what I really try to do, is find that kind of stuff. But the hard part is it's expensive, and as a college student it's not always easy to buy expensive makeup products. So sometimes I'm just like, well, I'd rather go without, or I'm just gonna have to suffer a little bit through. I also find products though have less, like I use more like BB creams rather than like a foundation, which doesn't have like the same coverage for all you girls out there, but still, it's still something I do. I like to wear makeup, so like I don't want to also limit myself from that as well. But also my doctor said that, you know, most people who do deal with this, you probably shouldn't work with kids, but he saw how happy my job makes me. So he's like, there's actually added benefits, and you have to do things that make you happy. You have to work out too, like, because that really helps your immune system as well, which I've been trying to do more. But when you don't feel good, it's hard, especially like when you're stuffed up. You don't want to go and run on a treadmill, you don't want to go lift weights, like you just want to go to bed. And I really do try to do what's best for me always. So I currently take a lot of vitamins. So I take elderberry gummies, and if I'm out of my elderberry gummies, because they're expensive and you only get 30 per container, and it's like 16 bucks, and you take 2 a day, so essentially you have like 2 weeks worth. So usually I'll take an airborne just like in place of that, an airborne gummy, but I take B6, D12, I don't know if there's a D12, but I take a D vitamin. I take cranberry, but that's for something else, because I used to deal with UTIs. That could be another video if we really wanted to. And then I also take a Zyrtec every single day. I also take, what else do I take? I take something they call Singular, that's for asthma related stuff, but my allergist prescribed me that again because it seemed to be helping me. But yeah, so that's kind of what I've been doing to help myself. I also have the air purifier, I forgot about that, which is a new thing. I'm still figuring out if I should close my door or not. I'm thinking I might just close my door, as well, just to keep like the clean air in my room and whatnot. So to film an outro, but that's okay. If you have any questions about specific antibody deficiency, let me know. I'll answer any questions. Feel free to DM me, leave a comment. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. And if you like Living Life with Gabs, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends. Really number 5 if you're scared of us.